If you're like 99% of the population who wakes up on Monday and says, oh my God, I gotta do this again. Oh God, here we go again. And that's a statistic I pulled out of my butt. That's probably very relevant, but no one's gonna do a study on it because no one wants to prove themselves right. But anyways, 99% of y'all are gonna wake up today, on this Monday, if it's Monday for you, and think, oh my God, what am I doing in my life? What am I doing? I'm here again. Like, I hate this job. I hate all these things. Kids aren't doing this. The house isn't clean. I gotta do, oh my God. And every Monday for the past, 40 Mondays this year, for the past 20, 30 years, so the past 800 plus Mondays you've probably woken up like, oh my God, I gotta go to school. Oh my God, I gotta go to work. Oh my God, I gotta do this. But you haven't done anything to change it. You've done nothing to get yourself out of the situation. And if you think about how you approach your Mondays, like I approach my Mondays like, oh my God, it's another week. We can get some stuff done. Let's go. Let's do this. But most of y'all wake up on Monday and think, oh my God, here we go again. And you complain and complain and complain and complain and complain without ever trying to do something different that's going to actually get you out of that situation. You continue to complain, you continue to worry, you continue to stress, you continue to work that job you dislike, you continue to do all these things that you do not want to do. You fill up your day with all this stuff that keeps you busy, but you're not working on your own business. And you expect something to just magically change one Monday. Now, the real question I want to ask you is on every Monday, when you ask yourself this, what is it that you are escaping from? After 5 o'clock, you binge on Netflix. After 5 o'clock, you order a pizza because you're too lazy to go make dinner. After 5 o'clock, you check out and you mentally zone out until 11 o'clock where you go back to sleep 7 hours because you're on your phone scrolling. No, you probably sleep like 5 hours because you're scrolling on TikTok and Instagram all day, watching random videos that are not going to do anything for you because you're not learning because you're just passively consuming it like a zombie monkey. 2 a.m. hits, okay, I should go to sleep. 5 hours later at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock comes around, you roll out of bed, oh my God, it's a Tuesday, I'm gonna do this. All over again. Take 20 minutes to brush your teeth, get ready for work, drive another 40 minutes to get to work, sit there for 20 minutes and question yourself and life again. And 5 o'clock hits, you spend an hour driving home, listening to whatever fantasy football podcast you want to listen to, or podcast about the show you've been binging because you have to know everything that's going on and understand all the concepts and themes. Friday comes along and you're finally like, oh my God, thank God it's Friday. And you spend your Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday escaping from your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday day, rather than experiencing and enjoying life. I'm not going to act like everything in life is worth enjoying. Your 9 to 5 is probably the biggest bore of your life and biggest waste of your time. But bills need to get paid. But rent needs to due, mortgage needs to be paid. Food costs money. So you're gonna have to have some kind of a form of work or create value where you're making money in order to pay for these things. Yet you continue to go week to week to week to week, year to year to year to year, month to month to month to month, doing the same thing, expecting something to be different just because it's a new day, which is actually a lie because every day is a reflection of the past day. Everything you experience today is a reflection of what you've done yesterday, a month ago, a year ago, a week ago, whatever it may be. This ring is a reflection of what I did yesterday, 2 days ago, a year ago, 4 years ago when we got married, and before that, the 2 years that we dated. These 2 degrees back here are a reflection of everything I had to do during those 4 and 1 year, everything that led me to that, getting into the programs, everything that I failed at that led me to move into the programs. So nothing is a reflection, there's no such thing as a new day. And every day you think, oh, it's a new day. It's not. It's a reflection of the previous day. And what you did before, that's led you to today. And on that note, what is it that you are doing in your day in life? Every Monday when you're reminded that you have to go back to that job. And every weekend that you go out to party with your friends, go drink a couple of beers, watch the game, are you escaping life or are you trying to experience living? most of the time, you're going to sit back and look back at your day, your weekend, and say, it was a nice escape from reality. There's one time I took a Monday off and went to hang out with my wife because she wasn't working at the time. She was still studying, but they were on break. So she was able to just hang out. And we spent the Monday going to a Brazilian steakhouse, and we had a nice lunch and shopping afterwards. And my wife looked at me and said, this has been a great day. Just being here together. It's empty because everyone's at work. Sucks to suck, 9-to-5ers, traffic fighters, ha ha ha. And the first reaction that came out of my mouth was, yes, really nice to get away from work for a minute. And she just looked at me like, you couldn't just enjoy the day for what it is? Like just time together? And reactively I said it because it's true. For me, it was like, oh my God, I don't like my 9-to-5. I'm stuck here. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. So this escape and change is different. And I appreciate the escape and change. But I'd take that moment and be like, wow, I'm not really experiencing life. I'm just trying to escape the things I don't like. So I want you to ask yourself that. Are you actively trying to experience living, experience your life, or are you trying to escape your day? Are you trying to numb yourself from the normality of what you experience day to day to day to day? Do you watch Netflix with your spouse because you want to enjoy a show together? Or are you watching Netflix with your spouse because you want to escape the fact that you have to go back to work the next day and do all this dumb stuff that doesn't really make anything for me? I speak this way because I know it because I'm just like you. None of us are really that different. The dude who runs a multi-million dollars as a company as a CEO is not different than the dude who works at McDonald's. You came out of your mom, you went to school, you maybe did something with your life, and you are where you're at because of what you did or did not do. And I know I'm going to upset all the social communist people who are like, they had a better lot in life. Like maybe they did. A lot of people have a great lot in life. A lot of people have a shit lot in life. A lot of people don't get what it is they want in their life because they never made the decision to do something different. Like my wife and I are watching Shameless now, and there's a couple times later in the seasons they say, and the show's been out for like years, so you can't say this is a spoiler. There's a couple of parts where they're like, we may have been born here, but that doesn't mean we have to end up here. So the more you think about how am I escaping the mundanity of my life, the more you think about, oh my God, I have to do all these things, but you don't change it, the more you do that and repeat and repeat and repeat and live on repeat up until you're 80, and when at 80 you look back at your life and like, I did nothing for myself, you have no one else to blame but you. You may not have been born into a wealthy family. You may not have been born into a poverty family. I was born in a very middle-class family who provided everything I needed to exist in life and be what I hope I believe, is a decent person. But I still have to make that choice daily to say, this is what I want, this is where I'm gonna go. So in order to get what I want and where I wanna go, what do I have to do? Some of y'all think that, oh, if I had $1,000 extra, I would do that. No, you wouldn't. Because you'd be doing the exact same thing. That's why, 80% of people who win the lottery end up bankrupt? Because they didn't do the things necessary to become the person they want to be, to have the things they want in life. They hit the jackpot, literally and figuratively, and they spent it back all the way down doing the same dumb stuff that they've been doing because they never changed how they want to experience and enjoy life, rather than, I'm going to use my money, I'm going to use my newfound wealth, I'm going to use these newfound blah, 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 to escape reality. You get on social media to escape your reality. You get on YouTube to watch this stuff because you want to escape reality. You read all these self-help and marketing and advertising books because you want to escape reality. Instead of, let me consume social media to see what are people creating, how can I recreate this and create a life based on where people are paying me to do this stuff so I can experience life. You read the books and say, this is something I can act on and I can experience life better by acting on it. Do you see the difference between escaping and enjoying, experiencing? In the past week, we were in Hawaii and we sat there and we're like looking at the water. And not for a single moment was it, I'm glad to not be at work. Rather it was, oh my God, look how beautiful this place is. Let's enjoy the moment and just experience what it is and think about how we can do this more. For me and my wife, that was the biggest mental shift. How do we get away from, okay, when you graduate high school and you go to college, college is new and novel, so you're having fun. But as you realize that college is not about partying and getting drunk and banging random co-eds all day, and you actually have to do some work in college to study and learn and become a better person, hopefully, that routine becomes normal. What becomes normal becomes numb. What is numb gets sedated by whatever it is you sedate with. Netflix, corn, scrolling. Normal becomes numb, numb gets sedated. New becomes normal. What was new becomes normal. What's normal becomes numb. Like you checking in every day at work, you don't even realize you got there. Or when you're driving to work and you're like, it's been 30 minutes, but I have no idea what I did on the road. Because you checked out. New becomes normal, normal becomes numb, numb gets sedated. So you sedate with junk food, Netflix, social media, reading more self-help books because one day I'm going to act on it. Reading more marketing and advertising books because one day I'm going to act on it and I'm going to change my life. 52 Mondays later, you're in the same position, wondering how to use more time off to escape this life I have designed for myself unknowingly, rather than thinking about how do I learn something new in order to enjoy and experience life while I have it. Because I guarantee the past 12 minutes have gone by. You have no idea what's going to happen in the next 12 minutes. You have no idea when the bus is going to hit. You have no idea if your car decides like, okay, today's not the day I'm going to work. You have no idea if a plane decides to fall out of the sky. You have no idea if the meteor shower actually comes to hit you. You have no idea if a meteor shower hits somewhere in like the middle of nowhere and just causes this environmental chaos that ends everything. You have no idea. And I never say any of this to mean like, the world's gonna end, oh my God, the Bible's happening. But rather it's, you don't know how much time you have left. So do you wanna spend all of your time trying to escape your life versus enjoy it? This doesn't mean like, we have friends who just YOLO their accounts. They're like, oh, screw it, I'm already like $100,000 in debt in college. So what does it matter if I add on another $20,000? But instead, like, you should really think about, you have a limited amount of time. Why not enjoy the time? Because you know it's going to end at a certain point. Rather than, how do I spend all my energy trying to escape my life? So like when I go back to work, I have something to hold on to. This is Lawrence with your Monday Mindset Message. If you want to learn more, go to the link below. In the month of October, and depending on how this works in October, I might extend it to November. We're doing a dopamine detox, or Sober October. Now, this isn't about like alcohol or anything like that. I'm not a licensed clinical dependency counselor, but I am chemical dependency counselor, but I am someone with 11 plus years of mental health care experience, and having worked with hundreds, if not maybe at this point, thousands of people in designing their life, setting goals that realistically work for them in order to move forward in life and create the life that they want to live, where they can enjoy life rather than escape life. You need to sign for the challenge below. Otherwise, if this is all you watch and this is all you consume from me, I hope this gives you something to think about. The idea that you should not be trying to escape your life. Instead, what can you do to experience and enjoy life more? Because it is finite, and everything good comes to an end. And that feeling you have with your spouse when you're at that peak moment of intimacy, because I don't know how to navigate Google's and YouTube's language restrictions, or a good book. That's good because you know it's going to have an ending. Unlike the Song of Ice and Fire books, which I'm still waiting on 14 years later. 18 years later? Yeah, I've been waiting like 18 plus years for it. It's good because you know it's going to end. So you might as well enjoy the most you can. Squeeze every single drop out of that orange you can. I was going to say lemon, but because I'm Asian, like squeezing every drop out of life and it's yellow, it's like that was too easy to do. I hope this is your wake-up call. I hope this gives you something to think about as you think about your life and what is it you're trying to do. The worst case that happens if she says no, you move on, you learn something new. The worst case if that ad doesn't sell or convert, You learned something but didn't work. The worst case is you start that business and it takes you a year to take off, so that it finally happened because you decided to take an initiative and do something for yourself, to experience life rather than escaping life. And this is Lawrence with Candle. In peace, love, and light. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, from wherever you are. Have a great one. Until next time.